This is BleachBANGS Radio, and we are with Chad from Wilson down here at the Diamond Ballroom. And what's going on, man? How's it going? First day on the tour, right?
Day number one. You caught me. You're probably the first people outside of the dudes inside of the venue that I've actually had a conversation with in like 36 hours because we've just been in the van, or like I said. But yeah, man, day one, we're excited. We've been on tour with the Nothing More dudes before in Europe, so this is cool to come back over and meet up again.
That is too cool.
Yeah.
You're fresh on my radar. I hadn't heard of you guys.
Oh, yeah.
I hadn't. And we saw that this tour was coming, and we're like, oh, we got to go to Nothing More because we never miss Nothing More.
Yeah,
we've
great.
interviewed them twice. So
yeah.
it's kind of like, we don't, what else can we say, and get out of them. And she was like, what about Wilson? I was like, well, check him out. I was like, oh, fuck.
Awesome.
Oh, hell yes.
That's awesome.
Hell yes. Checked out the videos, checked out some of the songs on there. Went to the website, and it has fuck all over it. I was like, these are my guys.
Yeah. We like to have a good time. I mean, number one, that's what it's all about, right? So
right on.
Our hopefully our entrance into the world when you do find out who's this band, like, are they like a band, or are they just a bunch of dudes just roaming around sticking their penises in?
I was loving it, dude. You had me from the beginning. I was like, yeah, definitely Wilson.
Awesome.
That's the ones I want to interview.
Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
No problem at all. So the new album is on pre-order right now. And going to be released the 30th.
Correct. Right? Yeah, June 30th. You got me. I was yeah, June 30th.
Good stuff, man. And who comes up with your guys' merch? That was killer.
Typically it's myself, and then over the past couple, now we're in a spot where I think that instead of like my harebrained ideas of bikers riding out of flaming vaginas holding a torch, that stuff has to be a little bit, I guess, maybe more like passed through a filter, but usually I end up rewinding until I get my way anyway. No, you don't get it. It's going to be awesome. Like, a big middle finger in a dude's face on a shirt. It's gonna work.
It's good stuff. I was looking at the boxers. I keep telling her, I was like,
right to rise.
I'm like, that fucking rocks. that is it, dude. That is it.
We'll probably walk away with a pair of those today.
Well, that's all
right.
I just asked my daughter. She's doing some merch in there too. I was like, they have those boxers in there. She's like, I didn't see them.
Yeah, we only have them for pre-order. I know. I wish I had them. Yeah, okay. There's like a bunch of stuff in there that we don't even have in that pre-order thing because we're like, well, we'll leave the pre-orders up and we'll bring a couple other things that are different and unique for the tour.
Right on. So, how would your mother describe your band to somebody that's never heard you?
Well, my son Chad, I don't know if you've heard of his band yet. It's called Wilson. The record's called Full Blast Cuss Word. And I think that, what I think that they're trying to do is maybe, merch. He grew up listening to, Thin Lizzy and Black Sabbath, and he was really into Black Crowes and things like that. So hopefully that rubs off on a little bit. It's a little bit more aggressive. I think it's more pissed off. It's like easy, kicked in the genitals a few times.
That'd probably be my mother.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Good stuff. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So, how did you come up with the name for the first album?
Full Blast Fuckery.
Right.
We were recording our record, and we just written this. We wrote this 40. It's on the record, actually. Paid the record. But the song ended up sticking to the working title, Viking Pussies Fuck Off. And when we were writing it, I was like, dude, that sounds like Full Blast Fuckery, dude. Because it's just in your face, right up for 46 seconds, and then it just ends. And I was stopped for a second. I was talking to another one of our dudes, and I said, I think we just got the record title. And then they were like, dude, I don't know, man. That's kind of, I'm like, let's just kind of marinate on it for a little bit and then revisit it in a few days. And a few days later, we had talked to a few people in our camp, and they're like, it's kind of ballsy, but I think they're gonna. Yeah, I think that it kind of sums up the record in its entirety. And I'm like, me too. And then we just kind of just didn't look back after that, and stuck with it.
It's too cool.
Needless to say, Walmart probably doesn't sell it, do they?
No. They let that one out of their catalog. They say, well, I get your next one. What's that one called? Right to Rise? That's more of our speed.
Good stuff. So you guys have been together for how long?
About 5 years. The band has been together. Jason and I, one of the guitar players, have been in the band for that long, and then over the course of the rest of the years, we had kind of had other members. The incantation that it is now is about 3.5 years now, the 5 of us. But we had, other members and stuff like that. But we started full-time touring about 4 years ago.
Okay.
Like picking up the speed in the past 2 years for sure. That's from
awesome.
like, Midwest warriors and weekend guys to like, all right, I haven't seen home in 3 months.
Nice. This is pretty big. Nothing more is awesome.
Yeah, they're good.
Well, and doing a European tour too.
Yeah, it was like
huge.
a hailstorm,
That usually takes 10, 15
us
years
and
for
nothing
people.
more. Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously. I couldn't believe it. We've been out with like Jason Newsted, Guar, and Seven Dust, and Theory of a Dead Man, and the past couple of years has just been kind of really crazy. Played some of the festivals.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm super stoked to be where
Were you
we're
on
at.
download?
No,
No?
we're
Okay.
hoping to do it next year. It's happening this weekend or in a week or something like that over there.
Oh, that is right. Yeah, I'm thinking. I don't know.
But apparently our
it is in
song
June.
is being blasted in between each one of the bands,
Wow.
with like a video thing on the.
That is-
I got a little thing from it, like texted me from.
Look at this shit.
I'm like, what?
That's
crazy.
That is good stuff.
awesome.
Yeah,
That is good
so
stuff right
in
there.
spirit, we're there,
Yeah.
but not in our physical form.
That is some good stuff.
Yeah, pretty
That's
crazy.
exciting.
I actually found that out today. That's weird that you brought it up. Like I was like, oh, that's crazy. That's cool.
That's cool.
Wow.
That should mean you're a definite shoe-in for next year then.
Right? Maybe.
I mean-
we'll hope it. Maybe, let's see what.
They're testing the waters with the song to see how
Yeah.
the crowd
Right,
reacts.
We're
and
just
then-
like, fuck this song.
damn.
Man, Nick, dude, I don't want to hear it anymore.
Oh my goodness. So on the first album, you guys did you and
Jason.
did
Yep.
most of the writing.
Yeah.
And you kind of opened it up on Right to Rise a little bit.
Yeah.
How does that feel? Is it kind of like letting your letting go of control?
It was. I think it was just something that we needed to do in order for like us as a band to move forward as a band versus like what are we really doing? And I think that like it wasn't really weird letting go of the reins per se as much as it was like opening our minds to things that we weren't thinking about before. And I've always been like I'm really into like 90s rock, like the Toadies is like one of my favorite bands of all time. And we all kind of come in together. All of us agree on like things like that, and Alice in Chains and Deftones, and like these worlds that we all kind of live together. So you can hear those influences in our record for sure. Like oh, these dudes love the 90s.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And they got that, like I said, pissed off AC/DC flair to it and stuff. So it kind of like it worked. It worked way better than I think that we were anticipating it to work.
Good.
So.
Do you think it solidified the group as a whole a little bit more than just we do this?
Yeah, and I mean, everybody in the band is a really talented dude and has a lot of their own ideas. And like I said, comes from this background of music, and it's a shame when bands don't allow that to happen. And I get it, like when you're talking about like the business side of things, I understand what you're looking to protect.
Mm-hmm.
But man, sometimes I'm just like, if that one dude could have spoken up in that verse or that chorus or that pre-chorus, maybe that song could have been taken to the next level or whatever. Who knows? So I think that's kind of what we did with our sound, is not redefine it or anything like that, but like narrow it, like come in and figure out, like I always say, like we're out there just punching and kicking at your genitals trying to connect in any way possible.
Right.
Well, this record is like, I got a crosshair right in your right side here, coming down the elbow on the left side. I'm gonna cut the dick off.
Good stuff. Awesome. That is awesome. And that's kind of what I thought. I was like, I'll bet this one is so much fuller. I mean, not saying the other one's not great, but I mean, just and it gives ownership to them.
For sure, man. Yeah,
and
yeah.
I just like, that's my hook right there,
Exactly.
there.
Boom, right? James, our bass player,
Right.
when he's in a bass line that that he like loves the shit out of, you can see the pride in him. Even
Right
the
on.
photos. Look, that's an old song. There's a new song.
You can tell exactly what song he's playing.
He's playing Right to Rise in that one. He's got a bass lead in it.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Cool stuff.
All right. Well, they can pre-order now.
Yep, at Wilson, www.wilsonisaband.com. If you can't remember that one, www.wilsonpartyanimals.com.
I was on both of them. And Facebook. Check them out on Facebook. Just good stuff. The videos are awesome. I'm laughing my ass. I'm telling you, I was just like, she goes, I was just in awe of the balls you guys had and the way you just put everything out there, just exactly like the full blown fuckery.
Yeah,
But you know, it's just like that's fucking ballsy.
A lot of that's missing nowadays. Everybody tries to be a little too politically correct, and try to too mainstream.
Well, you may not make enough as much money if you put fuckery on there. So let's just
Or
say,
you might make more. Depends on who you're targeting. If you're
That's
targeting
true.
soccer moms,
right?
Yeah.
you're targeting fucking kids who don't give a shit about anything and just
Yeah.
stole soccer mom's pocketbook for
stuff.
the evening.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you don't
Going
want the
back-
soccer
I'm
mom
just
out there
joking.
anyway.
I want them all out there.
Hey.
She's got the give them hell booty shorts on.
Yeah.
Underneath those, you never
Yeah.
know. That's soccer
That's
mom.
Right
out.
on.
That's
Thanks for your
just
time.
a freaky no problem.
right. They got it balled up in there.
No
Or
problem.
release it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very, very much,
It's all
Chad.
fine, guys. You guys are all set, right? You guys got the tickets situation.
Uh-huh.
We
Yeah,
already
okay,
went in.
We're
We'll
good.
talk about it all taken care of. I got a
Awesome.
photo pass, so I'll
Okay.
be shooting all night. So
Radical. That's
Be looking
perfect.
for a link, and we'll have the interview. We'll have photos. We'll
Plus,
have it all.
I'll toss it all up on the socials when you're
Right on.
Sweet.
Right on. Thank you
Awesome.
so
I'll see you
much.
guys.
can't wait to see
See you
it.
in there.
Thanks.
Bye, guys.
Bye.